Walking into the gym feels intimidating and scary, full of fit people, confusing machines, and heavy weights. One method to join the other people who look happy and at home is to spend years getting familiar. But there is a faster way. You already know that being fitter and stronger is good for you, and you want to do more, but the fear is a real barrier. I've learned how the gym works in the last 15 years of training, and in this video, I'll be distilling that knowledge down to 5 specific shortcuts so that you can fast track your gym fear and feel more comfortable working on your well-being. What do the people who are happy in the gym know that you don't? Let's dive into shortcut 1 of 5. Which I promise isn't as harsh as it sounds. But nobody in the gym cares about you or your workout. I've worked with so many gym beginners who think that when they step into the gym, the regulars will be watching, judging, and criticizing. It's a genuine experience feeling like you're being watched, but it comes from your own discomfort, not from actually being stared at. The reality is that other gym members are there for the same reason you are: self-improvement. They care far more about how many reps they did this week compared to last week than about what you're doing in your workout. In a way, the gym is a nicely selfish place. It's a place for you to focus on yourself, and it's a place for other people to focus on themselves too. If anyone looks over, they're probably wondering how long you have left on a piece of equipment, which we'll come back to in shortcut 3. Shortcut 2 is respect. Regular gym goers just want to see other people working hard too. I remember I had one client a few years ago who thought she was being laughed at whilst we trained, and she pointed out the guy who she thought had laughed at her. She was visibly uncomfortable, so I stood as a barrier to try and keep it out of her mind for the rest of our workout. After our session, the guy actually came up to me. He'd noticed her discomfort as well and said to me apologetically, she looked like she was working hard, so I just tried to give her an encouraging smile. Because my client already felt self-conscious, she'd misinterpreted what was meant as a kind gesture, but I do understand that from her point of view. For you, remember this: everyone in the gym just wants to see other people working hard. My biggest piece of advice is, within reason, get off your phone. There's nothing more frustrating than seeing someone sat on a piece of equipment, texting and scrolling away. The regulars are here to work out. You can easily blend in by looking like someone who wants to work out too, even if you're not super strong and fit yet. So phone away, work ethic up. If someone smiles at you, it's encouragement, not judgment. So what happens when you're using a piece of equipment that someone else wants, or vice versa? Shortcut 3 is gym language and sharing. Working in is common in the gym. This is especially true at peak times, but even at quiet times, there's still only 1 or 2 of a specific machine. If someone asks, how many sets do you have left, or similar, they aren't trying to kick you off. They're just planning what to do next. If you only have 1 set left, people will often linger nearby. Don't worry, they aren't being intimidating, they just don't want someone else to hop on once you've finished. If you have multiple sets left, you might be asked, can I work in with you? This means you go, then they go whilst you're resting, then back to you. It's polite to say yes, although you can also say, sorry, I'd rather not, but I won't be long. If you're using a machine, it's easy to change the weight pin for each person. If you're using a bar, it can be more inconvenient to take weights off and put them back on. It's therefore more common to share a machine than a bar. Shortcut 4 is short and sweet. You pay your membership just the same as everyone else. This won't change the gym feeling scary, but you need to accept that you have the same right to the space as everyone else. When I started working via video call with a new client, she took her equipment off to the corner of the gym. I asked why. She replied that she didn't want to use one of the squat racks. I said, but you pay to use it. You pay the same amount as anyone else in the gym. She processed this for a moment, then moved to the squat rack. You can work on feeling uncomfortable with the other 4 shortcuts, but accept this one. You pay a membership like everyone else. You have the same right to use the equipment as anyone else. Shortcut 5 is probably the most common reason I hear for why people feel intimidated by the gym. It's that everyone else knows what they're doing, but you don't. Building up gym knowledge takes a long time, but you can fast track this too. All good gyms offer some sort of a gym program as part of the membership. Use it. When I worked in big gyms, a tiny fraction of the people regularly updated their programs. Find out how often you can get your program updated. If you like the trainer who wrote it, ask to update it with them. This means consistency for your progress, but also means relationship building and familiarity. If your gym doesn't include programs, it's time to research. Look up guides on exercise form. I'd recommend YouTube over other platforms because the information tends to be higher quality. If you want to be absolutely sure you're getting your form right, it's time to work with a reputable personal trainer. Watch the trainers in your gym. Are they paying attention to their clients? Are they on their phones? Do they have a written program on a tablet or similar, or are they making it up? Alternatively, get in touch with me and I'll be more than happy to help. By following these 5 shortcuts, you'll feel more comfortable in the gym. Feeling more comfortable means worrying less and working out more. More working out means more progress. Simple. As a quick recap, 1. Nobody cares about you. They're focused on themselves and you should focus on yourself. 2. Respect is silently earned through your work ethic. Phone down, try hard. It doesn't matter how strong or fit you are, just put the effort in. 3. Working in is common on machines and less common on barbells. It's up to you, but smile and be polite either way. 4. You pay your membership. You have the same right to use equipment as anyone else. And finally, 5. Learn how to train. Get a program, research on YouTube, or hire a good PT. Which of these shortcuts resonates most with you? In my experience, number 5 is the most common, but number 1 is the most powerful. People often worry that they don't know what to do, but the feeling of being judged is an even stronger barrier. For more health and wellbeing insights delivered from experience and with integrity, subscribe to me. Thanks.